All right. All right. I guess this is how we're going to start, huh? What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we will be doing my December budget, or I'm actually going to be going over how my December will be looking like. And hopefully, you guys get a little bit of knowledge, a little bit of things here and there of what I have going on for the year of 2026. So, feel free to go ahead and grab a snack and let's get started. All right, so this is my new planner. Shout out to my old planner. I have it right beside me. I love this planner, but as you can see, the new planner is a little bit bigger, which is fine. I use my planner for everything, for tracking, for to-dos, just my overall, things that I have going on, my expenses. However, this new year, I have been thinking about switching it up a little bit, but we'll get that later in the video, okay? So, I decided to go ahead and start using this for the month of December, okay? I got this over at Ross. You guys can go ahead and get one. I don't know if they will be the same price that I got this one for. Hold on, let me check if I'm crooked, because I feel that I am. There you go. All right. Brings a bunch of stickers, and you guys know me. I love my stickers. And by the way, you guys have reached out to me whether or not my stickers are coming back to the Sons and Roses shop. I don't know yet. I decided to take a break from doing stickers, and we'll see when they do come back. And when they do, I will let you know. Okay? All right. So this planner over here has a little bit of 2025, but also 2026. So enough chit-chatting. Let's go ahead and see December. So the most important date for this month is the 19th. It happens to be my niece's birthday, and I wrote that down over here. She turns 8 years old, and as you guys can see, I have a lot of days off. I decided to go ahead and use my 5 vacation days towards the end of the month, and these are all the days that I'll be off and comfy at home. But yeah, currently it is Saturday, 6th December 2025. Hopefully you guys see this video today, if not maybe tomorrow. I'm thinking tomorrow because I'm thinking about dropping it after or a little bit before I go to church. I have been going to church recently. I don't know. It's just, I go with my family and it's nice, Okay. So, the layout of this, basically, it's my to-dos, that I have done or that I'm doing daily. So today I have not, well, the day's not over yet, but I'm thinking about going ahead and organizing some corners. I did change out my bed sheets. I couldn't go and help my sister with the battery, and I do have to fill up my gas tank before I go to my sister's house. All right. Now, the finances, because you guys are here for the finances, right? Okay. So, I have noticed that for the past month, I did not literally allocate my money very well towards the things that I wanted. So, I made some changes. Changes are good. They're good. I like the changes, okay? But anyway, this is how my December's looking like, okay? Let me put it here and zoom you guys in. And I'm just going to be roughly going over, how this is all set up, okay? So, the cool thing about this planner, first and foremost, is that towards the end, it has like these 2 pages where I can use and do whatever I want with. I am doing kind of like a budget overview, and then my actual numbers I'm going to put right beside here and see how I did at the end of the month, So you guys are getting first dibs. And my paycheck for, that I received yesterday, December 5th, ended up being 1,293. Although it is actually lower, I am putting in there the money that I basically put towards retirement. It will make sense in a minute. All right. So here on the 19th, I'll be getting paid the same thing, and I am expecting a company bonus of $522. The total income that I will have is $3,108. Okay. My fixed expenses, which comes out to being, my bills and stuff like that. Let's see if I can zoom you guys in even more. Wait. You know what? You guys can see it good there. I don't want to mess up the camera. All right. My rent is $633. My internet is $30. My cell phone, $65. Car insurance, $88. My Canva Pro, $13. Planet Fitness, $27. And Apple Storage, $3. Now, the thing with this is these are fixed, meaning they rarely change, okay? So that comes out to being a total of $859. That's 27.6%, okay? Now my variable expenses, this is my groceries, my gas, laundry. I have to physically go into a laundromat. My pet, which is Tommy, and eating out, I'm actually allocating $50. Here's the thing, I actually noticed that in the past few months, I have been eating out and I don't allocate money towards it when I know it's something that I enjoy to do, either with myself or with my loved ones, or me inviting them out, So I said, you know what, we're going to allocate $50. And that's what I'm doing. And that comes out to being a total of $370 in just my variable expenses. That comes out to be an 11.9%. Now, for this paycheck or this income of December, I do have to give my mom $200 because she let me borrow, I can't remember for what it was, but she let me borrow $200. And that was 6.4%. Now, my retirement, that is what I told you guys earlier. My 401k is receiving $410, and my Roth IRA for $40. So that comes out to being $450. Okay. Now, in my 14.5%. In my savings, I do think that I'll be able to hit 1,100. It could be a little bit less because after me writing all of this down, I did decide on making some changes. Okay, I'll tell you guys that in a little bit. My house down payment, I want to put $50 towards that for this month. Current maintenance, $44. Holidays, $75. And travel, $9. This all comes out to me saving $1,278, which is 41.1%. Now, if I take my fixed, my variable, me paying back my mother, my retirement, savings, everything comes out to being $3,157. So my income is clearly less than all of this, correct? However, I knew it that within myself, I'm going to make more money than what is here, because for the past months, and this is not me being cocky at all, but for the past months, money just flows to me unexpectedly. And actually this morning also happened to me receive some money. I'll tell you guys that in a little bit as to how. But anyway, point blank is The difference of that is $49 that I technically would have been short, but I'm really not. Okay? All right. So I have already spent some money from my paycheck number one for groceries, for my pet, for eating out. Okay? And actually jot that down here because your girl has to go to the bank and actually physically take out cash. I know, I literally have not done this in how many months? Maybe like 4 months, I would like to say. But I want to get back into it. I want to physically touch, grass. Touch, not grass, cash. But anyway, let me tell you guys what this little sheet is doing for me. All right, so although these amounts are per month, obviously these are divided by 2 because I'm, per paycheck, right? So the 160, it is really $80 that I'm giving myself for groceries, as you can see here, right? However, I already spent from those $80, $20.46 towards groceries, meaning that I have remaining $59.54 for me to spend for the next 2 weeks on groceries. Now you might be saying, oh my God, that's so little. But here's the kicker. I only need to get like the essential things because everything else from last month, we have a lot of food here, like for actual physical meals, Last month, my father covered all of the grocery expenses on his card. So we are good and set in that aspect with meats, grains, and all that stuff. So literally, those $59, they are going to last me for those 2 weeks. Okay? The only thing I have to really focus on is just making sure that I spread it out great. So what's that? Maybe like 20 something per week, which is fine. I have not spent my $40 for my gas. I have to fill up after I'm done recording and I go over to my sister's house. So I'm still going to give myself from the 80 that I am allocating $40 in physical cash. I have to go ahead and take that out. For my laundry, $10 is what I'm giving myself for the month is $20 that I'm giving myself. Here's the thing. I moved recently and literally one wash and one load is just $5 for me. So you divide 20 by 5, that ends up being, no, sorry. You divide the 20, it ends up being 5 per week. So I have not used that, so I'm taking it out. For Tommy, I am not going to give Tommy anything. I went to Walmart to go ahead and buy him all of the things that he needs. His litter, his food, his treats, his flipping cat genie refills, and all of that ended up being about $65. Yeah, just one cat, $65 like that. So for the month, he is done. I overspent by $5, but that's okay because I do have money coming in from Inbox Dollars. Yeah, so they paid me like $25 from Inbox Dollars. Feel free to go ahead and sign up down below if you guys don't know. Over at my website, I do have a freebie of how I use Inbox Dollars. Feel free to go ahead and grab that. I don't know if I still have it up as a freebie. I can't remember. But anyway, it is an ebook that you guys can read. But if you don't want to read, then just simply sign up. It's super easy to use. And I make money through there. Okay. Where were we? Pet. Okay, so Tommy's not getting anything. And then eating out. So because I gave myself $50 for eating out per month, half of that is $25. So I have already spent money eating out and I've spent a total of $19.81. So 25 minus the 19.81 ends up being $5. So I literally only have $5 to give to myself. Anyway, the amount of money that I have to physically go to the bank and cash out is 114.54. However, I'm rounding that off to 115. So the $200 that I have to give my mom in cash today plus the 115 means that I have to take out from the bank $315. Okay? I hope that made a lot of sense to you guys. Now, the expenses will not be tracked in my planner as I used to do. You know, I used to put like sticker here, you know, and everything. I just don't want to do that because for me and for my tracking, I actually am using my Google Sheet, which is online. I feel that it's honestly just easier for me and not wasteful as well for me to go ahead and log in every day, take like 3 minutes of my life and just type in all the expenses that I did daily, and it just sums it up for me and puts it into different categories like the eating out, the pet food, the groceries, and everything. So I don't have to physically be writing it all out in my planner, which it's just a little bit tedious, and I just find it wasteful, like I said. And I'm trying to be more conscious of my footprint in the world. So yeah, you guys can go ahead and grab the Simple Budget Plan Tracker. Yeah, my Simple Budget Tracker. Feel free to go ahead and check it down below. It's on my website. But yeah, have a little bit of knowledge on how to use Google Sheets, and you literally can take it anywhere. I do it sometimes on my phone. I have obviously the Google Sheets app, and I'm able to also track on the go whenever I am at my desktop at my job, here in my bed on my laptop. Like it's everywhere. So that's fantastic to me. All right, what else am I going to tell you guys? I think that's about it, and that sums up everything. Oh, the extra income. You might be wondering, well, how are you going to track the extra income? I already track it on my Google Sheets, but I do want to know, you know, physically where I can write this out. So as you can see over here, I made $25 on Inbox Dollars. So this part of my planner, I'm going to treat it as money moves. Okay, just like quick little notes of the money that came in or money that came out type of thing. These are more like my daily to-dos and money moves. So that's how this is going to be set out. I'm going to go ahead and write over here that I made 75 bucks. My sister actually just sold me, and this was for the balloon setup that I helped her out last week and yesterday. So I'm gonna put that through Zelle. 75 for balloon setups. And she also invited me out to eat yesterday, myself and my mother, and she paid for that. So that was also included in her, you know, her saying thank you to us for helping her out. If you don't know, my sister does have a balloon business, and she receives clients, and sometimes she needs my help and my mother's, and we go ahead and help her out for that. So far in this past 2 days, I have made a total of, let's see, 7, 8, 9, 10, yeah, $100 in these two, right? 8, 9, yeah, $100. So like I told you guys before, at the end of the month, I'm going to be adding up all of the extra little money that I've made here and there. And then here, I'm going to put it as part of my income on this line here. So, yeah. And I'm just going to not like categorize it, but just add it all together. Okay? And yeah, hopefully, you know, the bonus check comes through. I do think that they give it out to us during the Christmas party. It's like after the Christmas party is done. And that is being on the 24th. that's the only day that I'm going into work for this entire week. And it's only for 4 hours. So it's pretty good. I have off Monday, Tuesday, 25, 26. And then I have to go back to work on the 1st, which is actually a Friday, you know? So, Fridays are super chill, which I really like. And it's the 1st of the year, so I'm excited. No, sorry. I'm going the 2nd. I actually have off on the 1st, but anyway, I actually asked ChatGPT the best way for me to use up my 5 vacation days, and it told me to do this. That way I feel rested for like an entire, it feels like an actual vacation. So yeah, the only day that I'm working is the 24th and 4 hours. So it's pretty good to me. And also, I think that we're celebrating my niece's birthday on the 20th. That means that I don't even have to worry about going back to work on Monday. I'm excited about that. I'm also excited about the party because not only do I get a check, hopefully, you never know, but I also get free food. So it's a win-win. Okay. Anyway, I have to get ready because I'm going to go and put gas, take out money from the bank, switch that up, take out money from the bank, then put gas, then go to my sister's house. So anyway, that's that. I hope that you guys are doing very well. I know I have been out of it for a minute, but I am back and ready to attack. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching my videos. I appreciate you. I appreciate everybody that also has reached out to Instagram and being like, Sons, where have you been at? You haven't dropped a video. Are you okay? Like, you guys are so sweet, and checking in is the sweetest and kindest thing ever. But yeah, anyway, I love you guys. Don't forget to check out the Sons and Roses shop. The links to everything will be down below. Feel free to go ahead and grab the Google Sheets. It's really, really good. And it just gives you a better perspective on your finances. Being a physical planner and also digital, all meshed together, is just making my life easier, honestly. It really is. I don't have to, wonder stuff. I just know when everything's going on and happening. So yeah. Anyway, if you guys made it this far, feel free to go ahead and comment down below 2026. I do have a little surprise that may happen towards the end of the month. So be sure to always like, follow, and share the video and comment down below. I think that I'll be picking at the end of this year a little winner to get a little something, to get their 2026 started. I'm not going to tell you what it is yet, but I will be watching those comments. So go ahead, share it, do everything that you want. And yeah. All right. I love you. Have a good one.